Hello there and welcome to our political conversation, a conversation which I hope will build this country, even as we're progressing, inching closer towards this year's poll. Prof, how are you doing today?
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
That voice, where is it coming from?
Oh, vibes.
Vibes.
Yes,
They
yes.
say vibes and inshallah.
Inshallah, yeah.
Remember, we are asking you to subscribe. We are getting to 100,000, just 2,000.
Just about there.
Just about there.
1.9 people, please, be one of those.
Imagine if we said this sooner. You know, we were not calling people to subscribe.
Yeah, it is difficult for me.
But if you're there, you have not subscribed, you think, well, I watch these guys every single day, I love what they're doing, and you haven't clicked the red button, you're not part of us, you're not part of this family, you're an outsider, please click the red button so that we get 100,000 subscribers and we get to enjoy this thing together. And
I'm happy nothing bad is happening. And warning those people who are trying to throw leaflets around from whichever side. Don't go, don't take us there.
Deputy President William Ruto says they're coming from the office of the president.
That is again cheap. That's part of the cheapness.
You need to warn the
If some stupid has done something stupid, don't follow him the same ditch and do another stupid thing. Yeah.
Where we
because you don't know where it's coming from, though. It comes from overzealous people. The office of the president under Matiang'i and Kibicho are out to ensure security. It can't be the same people who are messing the security. So that is what I'm saying is cheapness. If some stupid person is throwing leaflets, don't follow him where he is because he's so low, he's so useless. Don't follow him.
Deputy President William Ruto today had a presser.
Don't bring Matiang'i.
He said some law enforcement officers are being threatened that they will lose their jobs if they do not support Raila Odinga. He said that just today. What do you make of these statements? It is just 4 days to the polling day.
And even when you try, they can tell you off. We saw it in Makueni. Uhuru alijaribu kuambia machief wa support NASA nini Jubilee, they told him off.
Okay.
You saw 2017?
Yeah.
Yeah, in McQueen, they told him off.
So what is happening?
But nobody was sacked. Uhuru became president, he never sacked them.
Okay.
So those are these are cheap games which I want politicians to avoid. Look for votes. Look for votes. Look for votes. Watch a side shows.
Period. That
can bring chaos into the country.
Tell me though, is the president doing enough? When you look at this battle between them, yesterday president coming out clearly saying he's trying to drive but magurudumu huko nyuma inangolewa pa abiria anaibiwa.
That metaphor is powerful.
He's speaking in parables, metaphors.
A friend of mine called Habwe called me, say, Herman Manyora, you see that metaphor from them is powerful. Yeah. He said it now. People have been asking him to tell us why he didn't want to support Ruto. Now he has said it powerfully through the metaphor.
Are all
of the vehicle that is being run.
You
know what that means? That the person is so rapacious, so thievy, that he doesn't even know that hiyo miguu ikitoka gari haitatembea. Na anataka hiyo gari mpeleke. Badala ya kuiba viti na vitu vingine dogo dogo. Sasa anaiba mpaka gurudumu. Sasa gari itaendaje?
Saying anaibia abiria huko nyuma. Tell me, are all the cards on the table now? Is there something more the president can do, or is it too late now?
The president has started a campaign. And if people don't see, I told people, and you have told you, you kept asking me, how? In 2 days, what Uhuru has done, it has undone what Ruto has done. He went to Bungoma. That trip alone in Bungoma, before Bungoma he was in Kisumu, what did he manage to tell the Luos? This president is yours. You can take it or leave it. And therefore it's a question of turnout. That has impact on the turnout. He went to Bungoma and using his office was able to do a number of things. The people from Sunday, they will see the smoke billowing from a factory that has been closed for a while, Zoya Sugar. He has given money for people to be paid, farmers, and the last farmer will be paid, is supposed to have been paid by Friday. Okay? 2-3 days to the election. Money will be circulating in Bungoma. The factory will be working.
Up and running.
If you think that counts for nothing, then you are so naive. Ruto's victory and lead in Bungoma will be reduced very significant. Then he goes to Kisii. I can only imagine what he told the Kisii people. Because I can only imagine what I can guess. That munaona hii Matiang'i. Munaona hii Matiang'i. Munaona hii Matiang'i. Munaona hii Matiang'i. Munaona hii Matiang'i.
He'll be in government.
Mnatakanga serikali sana.
But tell me, if you say that,
yes.
Doesn't this mean...
Because it means now, Ruto has already left Kisii. Does he have more time to go there? They are destroying everything that Ruto had made outside Mount Kenya. While at the same time, when that is happening, Ruto is forced to be on the mountain to defend the mountain. I said it before. In the dying hours of the campaign, Ruto and Rigathi will be defending the mountain, leaving the areas they had conquered open to Raila and Uhuru to render what they had done useless.
Okay.
That's what is happening now.
From what you've
it's
said,
a powerful finish.
Isn't that reinforcing the project tag? He will have sway in the
it's
government.
It's not a project. Uhuru has not made it secret that he's supporting Raila. So you are simply helping your candidate. If that is project, so be it. You have a candidate in mind. You are supporting him. And you are working. Whatever resources that you are disposal, you use. Even me, I don't have one vote. Do I have one vote?
No.
See, I'm influencing people.
Towards Raila.
No, I'm saying to see this country in a certain way. If people listen to me, they can say, Hala, I think what Manyora is saying means we must vote for Ruto. Yes, they will vote for Ruto. If some, I think Manyora is right. Only Raila can do what we need to do as a country. That's influencing. Because I'm not doing it directly. Uhuru, on the other hand, is influencing the election directly. And he has not hidden that fact. So where does the project come in?
He's the chairman of the Azimio coalition.
Yes.
Don't you think it was a bad move placing him there, showing that he's calling the shots within the coalition?
That was brilliant. That was as brilliant as going to Kisii. That going to Kisii is brilliant. I even texted somebody senior. I told him, you people, you are brilliant. This is a brilliant idea.
How brilliant?
It will wipe out Ruto's gain in Kisii. Brilliant. You know, it's coming from Uhuru. I'm sure, I can only imagine. This is your government now. Look at how powerful Matiang'i is, and he will continue. And it could be Mother's running mate in 2027, for example. So, and for Azimio, it's also brilliant. Because you want to assure the Kikuyu, the Gema community, that we are there. We are not going to be the call. Because he was countering the thinking and the belief that Ruto's government was a Gema government. They are the ones in control. So you have to counter that by being chairman of Azimio, and Mother Karua is there. Peter Munya is there. Then you are telling the people, no, look, we have a bigger stake in this government than you have in the other one if it wins. What better way to do it than to be chairman of Azimio?
Are his words working though? Him saying the Gurudumu thing, and then we hear Raphael Tuju coming out and saying the election is purely hinged on the character of leaders that we want, saying Ruto is unfit. This conversation of image, is it really reflecting on the ground when it comes to people?
Yes. I've said this many times. As late as yesterday on the live show, I said it. The people who decide an election are not that many in any country in any election. They are not always that many. And there is a landslide. There is something happening like 2002. But in a normal election, anywhere in the world, sides are always taken earlier now by people you can't change. The Democrats will have certain categories of people voting for them. So will the Republicans. And that constitutes over 80% in any election anywhere in the world. It is the remaining small percentage that then tilts the scales.
The undecided.
To the other side. Okay. It is that small percentage in Kenya that I'm saying is looking at the character, is looking at this election in terms of corruption and in terms of who has what it takes to fight corruption. Because corruption is everything. Unless you deal with corruption, everything else is a waste of time.
I think I heard someone, I think it's today, I can't remember where, but someone was saying that these undecided are probably the people that will not vote. Can we by now say who is leading, and are Kenyans already decided by now? Someone was saying, look, these people who are saying will sway these elections, but probably the people that will not vote. Could that be the case?
If that were the case, the number of undecided would have remained static. Okay. It was as high as 25. It has been coming down. Now it's almost at 5. So that argument is already defeated.
Because it's going down?
Yeah, of course it's going. Finally, on the voting day, there will be nobody undecided. Everybody will be voting. You are only left with the matter of turnout, which is not a factor of this undecided one. No. If the number of people who turn out to vote is influenced by the undecided, then we will be looking at 98%, 97%, which is not the case.
So people are going to turn out.
So
this
people just
undecided.
vote. Yeah. Turnout, how high or how low, is a product of other factors other than this one of people who are undecided.
Tell me though, we are looking at this conversation, state of politics, what is happening, interior CS, Matiang'i, interior PS, Kibicho, all of them hitting hard on Ruto's side. I think it is the PS Kibicho that said Rigathi is a pathological liar. CS Matiang'i coming out and says Ruto is lying about me meeting the chiefs. This is what I'm supposed to do. Is Ruto's image badly tainted by now?
It's dented. And he knows it. He knows it. He knows the character is. He wanted the election to be decided by the people to whom image is nothing. And he was very successful. But he abandoned that path and followed David Ndii on the new wrong path that destroyed whatever chances he had of getting the presidency. So, you know, I don't think he was on top of things. That movement, the hustler movement, the people he had captured, whose imagination he had captured, were not going to be bothered with integrity issues. And they were supposed to be sufficient in numbers to make him president. But he abandoned that and began following David Ndii in this thing of manifesto, plan, the economy. People are not going to vote on the basis of those things. So he lost the way NASA lost it in 2027. Cut us off the same David Ndii. You have
a problem with Ndii.
No, Ndii is a very brilliant man. I respect Ndii. He's a very brilliant man.
But for the election.
But I'm just saying what he has done. They don't see it. Me, I saw it in 2017. I laughed. I said, oh God. Raila is abandoning the Kralian call of corruption, theft, now trying to sell an agenda to Kenyans. It won't wash. So equally, you know what I'm saying, therefore, Ruto was going to get the people to vote for him. That crowd. The moment he went down on that, the election came back to the normal factory setting. The factory setting, when it comes to an election, is about 40-40 in each side is already decided. Based on tribe, especially on tribe, and other parochial considerations. It can go up to as high as 90-85 of the total people who will vote. That small percentage, they can even be as small as 5%. Now, that's why you see an election is won by 1 or 2 percentage points. It is those people. It is those critical people.
So you agree with Tuju?
Yes, Tuju is right.
Hinged on character.
I call him SG. SG Tuju is right. Character. The people who tilt and decide the election are looking at character. How many times did I say it on this show? How many times have I said it?
Not the deep state. Not the power of the state.
No, deep state has its own role elsewhere. But I'm just saying the voting.
The voting.
Yes.
Elsewhere.
Yeah, Kimunya told us. Kimunya was none other than chief secretary. He told, not Kimunya, Kimemia. He told us, deep state cannot give you the election unless you are just there. You are almost neck to neck. Wind assisted and you become president. They can't give you when you are so far behind. But what I'm saying, deep state or no deep state, the people who make you even reach there, where you can edge somebody by a point or two, are the critical thinking Kenyans. In the case of Kenya, they are there in America, they are everywhere. In every election, they are there. They look at image. They may not have anything to go by. They just look at, even just what you look now. Have you seen Raila has changed? He looks so stately. He looks so presidential already. Have you noticed? Then look at Mother Karua, the way she talks. It is deliberate. Mother is talking the way she's talking deliberately. Mother can also shout. Mother can also be rough. We know her. Why do you think Mother has changed? She's so stately, so organized, so calm, so reassuring. Now, then juxtapose that with Rigathi Gachagua shouting himself. The microphone karibu yanguke chini sababu ya hewa ile inatoka kwa mwili. So they are not looking presidential, and image is everything.
Talk to me then finally about Bondo readies for Raila presidency. This was an article on Nation saying the road to Raila's home has fresh layer of tarmac, saying a new coat of paint, talking about a stately air within Bondo. Could this be the state influence there, or should we read anything about Raila?
You know, everywhere, including America, once the Republicans have done their nominations and given the country a candidate, and the Democrats have their candidate, the Americans see any of these people as the next president. So everything from security to intelligence report. The intelligence are bound to report to these two gentlemen. Because any one of them will be the president of the United States of America. Okay. So why can't we see that Raila or Ruto, one of them is going to be president? And therefore, whatever preparations you can see, including Tamaki, because Ruto has been deputy president for like 10 years. Oh. You cannot go beginning to paint his house. It has always been nice because he has been deputy president. And a deputy president is a man who can become president in a minute. Yeah. He's like the heir to the king, to the crown. The current queen of England. She was holidaying in Nyeri when the father died and she became queen. Just as simple as that. So there can be no preparation in Surugoi or Ruto's current home, his private home. Because he has been deputy president and any time he could be president. Yeah. But Raila can be president any minute after 9th of this month. Yeah. And therefore, those preparations, they should even be more. They are not more because the government fears. People begin saying government is bad. But it should even be more.
The stately air, they call it.
Yes. That should be more for Raila. The government shouldn't start working on things when Raila wins, if he wins. No. Some things should already be in place.
So it's not about the state
has
already
it's not about influence. No. How can you be going to the president's place when the potholes pop up? I was there to interview him a year or so ago. Yeah. And the road is so nice. Then I was actually driving myself. Then you get and enter 80, 50, 100 speed. Then from nowhere, boom, in the middle of a pothole. That can't be leading to Raila's home. So it must be made in the event, if he becomes president, then there's very little to do. People just go and say, jambo mzee namna gani, umetafuta hii kitu siku nyingi, chinja mngombe tukule.
Just have 4 days to go.
4 days to go.
We'll have to wait and see who becomes president for you.
We will not wait to see. I think I know already.
You've already said that before. Thank you so much for tuning in to our political conversation. Until we do talk again, my name is Gerald Kibreo. See you for Monday's live. But until then, have yourself a lovely rest of your week.